In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Gioia Metis fountain pen. I'll go over the specs, I will do a writing sample, and I'll tell you what I like and don't like about this pen coming up. Blake here with Blake's Broadcast. On this channel, I review fountain pens, paper, and ink, and as always, I put links in the show notes in the description below. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. All right, let's get on with the review. These are Gioia Metis fountain pens. This is a new line from Gioia, and these are a little bit more affordably priced piston fillers. We sell them at the Paper Mine for $105, and for Blake's Broadcast viewers and subscribers, you can get 10% off with code BB10 at checkout. This is a pen that I really like for this $100 price point. I think you get all of like the really good bits that I like from, my favorite Gioia here, the Bella Vista. You get a pen that is turned from a solid rod of resin. You get a nice piston filling system, which is very smooth, 1.5 milliliter ink capacity. And you have the customized Gioia JOWO number 6 nib, which are really nice writers. And you have the big grip section that I just really appreciate. These are super solid pens. They feel really high quality and they write really nicely. And because they take JOWO number 6 nibs, they are threaded and they can be changed with any other kind of nib that you want. We sell the nibs individually and they range from extra fine to broad to 1.1 millimeter stub, 1.5 millimeter stub. There's just a lot of nib choices there. And recently we've added this number 6 JOWO 14 karat gold nib, which you can see has a little bit different of a design. These are really nice if you decide in the future you want to upgrade any of your Gioia pens. So really like that. Really nice looking pens here. Now I'm going to be looking at this one here, which is my personal one in a Amaranto resin, which is sort of this red, burgundy, black resin with gold trim. We also have this one with a silver trim. So let's walk through the pen. Metis is the Greek goddess of good counsel, wisdom, and planning, which is a very nice name for a fountain pen, I think. In terms of the design of the pen, it is a sort of torpedo shape, a very long torpedo. We do have some pretty pointy cone ends. We have Gioia's newer style clip, which is very pretty. I have difficulty describing what it is. There's basically 4 different almost facets to it, but it kind of has a organic look to it. It's very nice. And then 2 cap rings and a ring by the ink window here and a ring here, and then the piston knob. Now take the cap off. We have a very long, comfortable section, wide grip section. These are really comfortable pens. Now, again, JOWO number 6 nib with the Gioia customized, high quality engraving here. And we have almost like a sun, and then on the back, plastic feed. And again, these are threaded, so really nice. Now let's do some measurements. This is a big pen. I would call this an oversized pen. It is quite large. Okay, so in terms of the length, we're looking at about 158, I would say. Then uncapped, looking at 143. Now posted, this pen does post, but it does not post very far down. It does post securely, but it becomes very long. So I would only use it posted, pretty briefly. This is about like 193. That's extremely long. Now in terms of the grip section, it does have a bit of a taper. So I'll go for the narrowest part here. 10 point, it's hard to get exactly at 10.7, and then at the back right before the threading, 11.9. So big grip section. In terms of the width of the barrel, 13.8. And then let's do the weight. So uncapped, which is how I use this most of the time, 23 grams. So These definitely have a more solid, heavier feel than a typical plastic pen, but they're not really that heavy overall. Okay, so 32.6 grams. So not very heavy. There's something about, like, you know, a pen that's turned from a solid rod versus an injection molded pen. These just have a more solid, substantial feel. Even it's kind of hard. I don't know exactly how to put my finger on it because these pens weigh very similar weights, but like this just feels so much more flimsy than these pens that are turned from solid rods of resin. It's just, they just have like a more rigid feel to them, which I think makes them feel more premium. Now, to do some size comparisons, so I'll compare it with a Bella Vista, which is a bit shorter, and the Bella Vista is a bit fatter. And then we have a Mont Blanc 149. The Metis is longer, but skinnier. And then here we have it with a Safari. So you can see it's bigger than a Safari, and here it is with an Aurora style. So it is quite a substantial pen. Okay, let's do the writing sample. For the writing sample, I'm going to be using a Papermind Mitsubishi Bank Paper notebook. These notebooks are excellent for fountain pens, and for Blake's broadcast viewers and subscribers, you can get 10% off with code BB10 at checkout. So this is the Gioia Metis in broad width, and this is Iroshizuku Suigyoku. I can't remember how you spell it, but anyway, Suigyoku I think is what it's called. This is a really nice buttery nib in the broad here. Try fast writing. Excellent performance. That's flawless performance. Sometimes when you get the broader nibs, you know, the feed doesn't keep up. That's really not the case here. Very nice, super, super smooth broad nib. I mean, this is, yeah, really, really buttery. I really have been enjoying this broad nib a lot. Now, in terms of flexibility, there really isn't any. I mean, I can push a little bit, but I don't recommend trying to flex this. It's pretty much a nail, but a very smooth, luxurious nail. Reverse writing, yeah, and it's actually feels quite good, and good difference in the line width there. So yeah, really like these pens. I mean, for $105, this is a really nice premium feeling pen with great performance. So what are my pros and cons for the Gioia Metis fountain pen? I think there is a lot to like here. Starting with the price, at $100, you're getting a Italian-made fountain pen turned from a solid rod of resin. You have a nice 1.5 milliliter capacity piston filler with a ink window, and you have a very attractive JOWO number 6 nib, which is customized for Gioia. So, and they're threaded, and you also have the option to, you know, buy different nibs from extra fine all the way up to 1.5 millimeter, as well as 14 karat gold nibs that will fit this pen. So really, really like that. It has a substantial feel to it because it is turned from that solid rod of resin. This feels more premium than the typical injection molded pen. So, like, you know, you compare it to some pens that are, well, even a lot more expensive than this from Pilot or Platinum. You know, they have seams usually on the grip section, and Sailor, it tends to have them on the threading. You know, that's part of the injection molding. They just feel more flimsy. This has more of a solid feel to it. It's a really nice premium feeling package for that $100 price point, and it's, you know, made in Italy, which is very, very nice. I also like that it comes in a lot of very pretty resins. Very happy with this pen at that $100 price point. I think it's really, really good. They also write really well. Gioia does test these all in-house to make sure that they're writing properly. So that is really, really nice. And on the broad one that I did my writing sample with, really buttery smooth nib. Very, very enjoyable writing experience. Now, in terms of cons, I think, you know, compared to like the Bella Vista here, this does have a more simple design. Now, that's personal preference, but it is, you know, a pretty plain design here with just the two cap rings. You do have a very attractive clip. The other thing I would say is this pen, while it does post, and it does post securely, it doesn't post very far down onto the body, and it becomes quite long and top heavy. So that would be my only real negative, I think, for this pen if you care about posting. Oh, the other thing I forgot to point out is big, long, comfortable grip set. But that's pretty much it. Do you guys have this pen? Do you like this pen? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more fountain pen, paper, and ink videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and until next time.